I appreciate you both. Have a lot to study and learn. My question is for Dr. Ali. We spoke about Mark 14 earlier when Jesus is asked if he's the Christ and the Son of the Blessed One. And in 62, Jesus responds in the affirmative, as Doug already quoted, and, he would be at the right hand of power and be coming on the clouds of heaven. And so at this response, the high priest is irate. He rips his clothing. He said that Jesus has committed blasphemy. So if Jesus saying this was claiming to be the Son of God metaphorically or as an adopted son, why do you think this would elicit such a strong and angry response from the high priest?
Okay, so here too the question is in this form. The Jewish rabbi here, or the head of the Sanhedrin, the Jewish leader, is saying and responding in such a way to make it clear that he thinks that Jesus was claiming to be God. And therefore, we should believe that Jesus was claiming to be God. This is how the question is put. And the answer is, why should we believe this person when they are painted in the New Testament as trying by hook or crook to put Jesus to death, to the extent that they brought false witnesses against him? In Mark's Gospel, in chapter 2, Jesus healed a man in the synagogue on the Sabbath day. And from that time on, they started plotting how they're going to put him to death. So they want to put him to death by one means or another, by false methods or true methods. So we cannot take their reaction as an automatic proof that Jesus was claiming to be God. Second, as Bruce Chilton has pointed out, even if you look at this statement clearly, you will see that Jesus is speaking about the Son of Man in the third person, as though this is someone else. And Bruce Chilton says this is really someone else in Mark's Gospel, the Son of Man, the eschatological figure of the future. Now, looking at it more logically now, or for a third point, looking at it from the logical perspective, if Jesus was God in the Old Testament and he gave a law to the Jews that says if a man comes to you and claims to be God, you put him to death, and then he comes in the form of a man and he claims to be God, what is he doing to the Jewish people? He's making it necessary for them to put him to death by the same law that he had given them in the past. In which case, it would mean that somehow Jesus has this elaborate plan to come and die, and he needs somebody to kill him, and he makes the Jews the scapegoat who will have to kill him by the same law that he gave them in the first place. So logically, it makes no sense to say that Jesus was claiming to be God.
Dr. Jacoby, would you like to respond?
Respond to which of those seven points that were made? Because normally the response is to the other response, not to the original question. No, I have no further comment right now. Let's keep it moving along. Thank you.